So the problem you're working on was saying that this plane drives 0.7 Mach times the speed of sound. And so they said the speed of sound is actually 295 meters for every 1 second, not miles, but meters. So in order to find out what this is, what the speed of the plane is in miles per hour, first we have to change our Mach information. We need to change the speed of sound from meters per second to miles per hour. So we'll have to change both the meters to miles and the seconds to hours. So there's two things that we're going to have to change. So since the plane is 0.7 times that result, so that's the steps we're going to take. So to change the meters to miles, we're going to start with meters, the 295 meters. And to change it, whenever you set these up, you need to make sure the opposite corner labels are the same. And what's on top is what you want to change it into. Well, we don't really have a conversion from meters to miles, but we have from meters to kilometers, and then we can change from kilometers to miles. So notice that these are alike, the meters are in opposite corners and the kilometers are in opposite corners. And what happens is when we put the numbers in here, there are 1,000 meters in each kilometer, and there's 1.609 kilometers in every mile. And so we're going to go through here, and in order to do this math, we're going to cancel out the labels that are alike. And notice the only label that didn't get canceled out was the one we're trying to change it into. So now we multiply across the top, so we get 295 times 1 miles. And on the bottom, it's 1,000 times 1.609. So that gives us 1609 on the bottom. And then, so we have this many miles that we have on the top part, and you can actually do that division in a moment. But here we're going to change the seconds to hours. So I don't know how many seconds there are in an hour, so I'm going to set it up like this. Opposite label's the same, and what I want to turn it into is actually minutes. I know how many seconds are in a minute, and then I'll change from minutes to hours. So again, I made sure these corner labels matched, and what was left up here, when we go and cancel out in a moment, that's the only thing that'll be left is the hours. So in 1 minute, there's 60 seconds. In 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. So now I can go through, cancel out those labels that are alike. We have 1 times 1 times 1, and we have 60 times 60. Okay, so now what we have is this 295 over 1609 divided by 1 over 3600. And when we do that, let me put that in my calculator. 295 over 1609 divided by 1 over 3600, which is the same as multiplying by 3600, by the way. So that comes up with 660.04, let's say. Now, what that's telling us is that there are 660.04 miles per hour is what makes Mach. And so if we want to know what's 0.7 times Mach, we would say 0.7 times this number. So if we do it times 0.7, there is 462.02. Well, they just went to the nearest whole number. So the answer is 462. That's the speed of the plane.